So there are several different teams that can get in on this, Dan, and several different teams that might want to. I'll go through those before we get to the comparison of that Warriors package and the Heat. So the Knicks are a team that reportedly Giannis may be interested in going to. Shams and Sam Amick of The Athletic reported that the Heat, the Knicks, the Warriors, and the Wolves are the main suitors. So let's look at the Knicks. Chris Haynes says they don't have enough because what are they going to exchange in this package? They have Karl Anthony Towns. Would the Bucks be interested in Towns? Probably not. They don't have any picks they can make. So let's eliminate the Knicks from this conversation unless they can maneuver to get several future picks by completely blowing up their roster.
I think that's an important point, right? Like I think James Dolan, I think the entire front office is already kind of doing the math of, all right, if we can get rid of an auxiliary piece here and try and get more picks, maybe there's something to be done.
Isn't it amazing, by the way, if I could also add the reason that the Knicks don't have any first-round picks right now to trade for Giannis is because of Mikal Bridges.
Like 5 of them.
That's a tough pill to swallow. If you're a Knicks fan, tough pill to swallow.
And it would require, more likely than not, moving Bridges to potentially Portland, involving them as a third team because they have those future picks of the Milwaukee Bucks that were part of that Damian Lillard trade. But moving on from the Knicks, because it would require a ton of maneuvering. If you look at the Hawks, they actually have a very good package if they're interested and think they can extend Giannis and want to change their window. Because what they could offer is Jalen Johnson, who's a really, really good young player that they're presently building around, and the New Orleans Pelicans first-round pick, so that the Bucks would be in a position where they have essentially 2 top 5 to top 10 picks this year with their own and New Orleans, plus Jalen Johnson. You immediately accelerate the rebuild. That said, there's been no expression that the Hawks would be interested, so we eliminate them from the board. The Nets are reportedly a team that Chris Haynes said could take a big swing, but they don't have much to offer. They have Michael Porter Jr., who maybe they can move for different salary to get other places. They have a ton of picks, but would Giannis be interested in playing there? They don't have enough to surround him. We eliminate the Nets. The Raptors. Now, originally, the Dallas Hoops Journal reported that the Raptors were a team that might be interested. We know that they're a team that has taken big swings on guys that weren't going to extend before. We saw it with the Kawhi. They won a championship. But the reports have also been they won't move Brandon Ingram or Scotty Barnes in any trade moving forward because they've been playing really good basketball. They think they have an opportunity to compete. This is similar to the Detroit Pistons, who have the ability to make this move, but have really good young players that are playing well, and they're at the top of the conference, think they can win now. So we eliminate the Raptors because they only have Emmanuel Quickley, maybe RJ Barrett, a couple of picks, but not really as much. The Timberwolves are similar to the Knicks. They don't have any tradable firsts. They would need to reroute Julius Randle or Naz Reid, maybe Jaden McDaniels to Portland if they're interested in that. But it's going to take a similar amount of maneuvering. The difference being Giannis does seem interested in playing with Anthony Edwards in particular. And so the Timberwolves could be more willing to make things move forward. We can get to the Warriors and the Heat in just a moment.
But, Jeremy, I want to go back to something here with Giannis. Jake Fisher has tweeted about the Bucks and their ask for Giannis. Quote, they're asking for the moon, one general manager told him Thursday morning, all of your young players and all of your draft picks. Now, Jeremy keeps saying to anyone who will listen that he is talking to Milwaukee reporters and they like the Heat deal better than the Warriors deal. But Milwaukee reporters are not the ones making this trade, and I don't think Milwaukee reporters get to be sources. Where is it and how is it that you arrive at the Heat's offer being better than the Warriors' offer, other than those Bucks reporters having opinions because they watch basketball?
Because of what the Heat can offer and what the Bucks reportedly want, Dan. So they want blue chip prospects and they want future picks. The Heat can actually offer you both as it presently stands. There are 2 parts of this. The Heat can make maneuvers, sort of the move before the move, that can add more picks, and I'll get to that in just a second. But what the Heat offer right now, if it's every young player, it's Khalil Ware, it's Jaime Jaquez Jr., who's a 6th Man of the Year candidate right now at just 24 years old. It's Tyler Hero, an all-star guard turning 26, and as much as we all around Heat fandom are constantly downplaying Hero because he has been a piece that many people have looked at as the thing that hasn't gotten them over the top, he's a 26-year-old all-star guard
who can't stay healthy.
And the Bucks, what you have to remember in all of this, they don't have their future picks beyond this year. So while they want to tank the rest of the season, in order to build a core around the top level pick that they're about to get this year, they need to assemble a deeper young core moving forward. And do you want to do that with Jonathan Kuminga and Brandon Podziemski? Or do you want to do that with Kel'el Ware, Kasper Siakachonis, who was just a first-round pick, who's a 19-year-old point guard, Jaime Jaquez Jr., potentially Niko Jovic? That's something that can work for them. And the picks that they're going to get from the Warriors, if the Warriors are really good, over the next 2-3 years are all going to be at the end of the first round. So to me, when you look at that and you talk about potentially moving Hero and Wiggins as the salary instead of Jimmy Butler, what you're dealing with is two guys who will be on expiring deals next season who are future movable players for even more first-round picks if you want them. Or Tyler Hero, you can give an extension, and he can be one of the pieces during this stretch.
Do me a favor here. Howard Beck is saying the Lakers are involved. The writing is very small on your board, so I can't see whether you have the Lakers
7 font, I
up
think.
there.